Hello everyone. In the last lecture we discussed about the bending of the beam. So we discussed that the bending are of two types. One is the uniform bending where all points of the neutral axis have the same radius of curvature, whereas in the case of non-uniform bending the radius of curvature varies from point to point on the neutral axis. So these are the two type of bending we discussed in the last class, and today we will discuss what is a cantilever, which is an example of a non-uniform bending. We also derive the expression for the bending moment. According to definition, bending moment is the sum of moment of all the tensile and compressive forces acting over the entire cross section of the beam, which gives the expression for the bending moment, and we derive that the general expression for the bending moment. So this was the expression we derived in the last lecture. The bending moment is equal to y by r into ig, where ig is called the geometrical moment of inertia of cross sections area, where a is the cross sectional area and k is the radius of gyration about the neutral axis. The capital Y is the Young's modulus and R is the radius of curvature. So in that case we just consider a beam and we didn't discuss about the cross section of the beam. So suppose that the beam of rectangular cross sections. So the beam is made of a rectangular cross sections, just like a scale, the normal scale. So in that case the area, so the moment of inertia, geometrical moment of inertia is the product of the area into square of the radius of gyration. So the area will be A is equal to B into D and K will be D by square root of 12. So this is the expression for A and K for a rectangular beam where B is the breadth and D is the thickness of the rectangular beam. So in that case the moment of inertia will be Y by R into we substitute here. So the area value will be B into D and K is D by root 12. So this will be this expression we substituted here, and this is the expression for bending moment for a beam of rectangular cross sections. That is, the bending moment is equal to y bdq by 12r. Now for a beam of circular cross sections, then the cross sectional area will be pi r square. So that is the circular cross section area. Then k is r by 2. So in this case k is the r by 2. So that we'll get the expression for bending moment of beam of circular cross section, which is equal to y by r into pi r square into r square by 4, that is pi r raised to 4 by 4r, where the small r is the radius of the beam and r is the radius of curvature of the neutral axis. Now let us discuss about a cantilever, which is an example of non-uniform bending. So a cantilever is a beam held horizontally with one end fixed and other end is loaded. So in this case the beam is bent non-uniformly, so that the radius of curvature of the neutral axis varies from point to point. So let us consider a light cantilever of length AB, which is of length L. So this is the cantilever AB, which is of length L, clamped at end A and loaded at the end B with a weight W, which is equal to mg. Let the depression of a point P, which is an arbitrary point P, which is at a distance x from A, let it be y, small y. So this distance, this P to PB distance will be L minus x, right? So the bending moment of the bending couple due to this load W. So due to this load W, the bending moment will be the force into perpendicular distance. So that is the expression for the bending moment. So the force in this case is the load W or mg, and the distance, the perpendicular distance from the loaded end is L minus x. So here we are considering an arbitrary point P. So the bending moment of the bending couple due to this load W will be W into L minus x, and the internal bending moment, which is we derive the expression for the internal bending moment, which is equal to yig by r. Kindly note that the bending moment varies with distance from the fixed end of the cantilever since the bending is non-uniform. So here the R is the radius of curvature of the neutral axis at the point P. In equilibrium, the internal bending moment balances the moment of bending couple due to the load. That is, in equilibrium, Yig by R should be equal to W into L minus X, so that we can get the expression for R, the radius of curvature of the neutral axis is equal to Yig by W into L minus X. So this is the radius of curvature at the point P. So this radius of curvature will be varied along the length of the beam. There is a generic expression for the radius of curvature of a bent beam at any point. From that we consider for small depression y. So at the point y, the depression value is relatively smaller. So that time we neglect the dy by dx term in that generic expressions, and we get the expression for the radius of curvature as r is equal to 1 by d square y by dx square. Now we substitute for r from this expression. You will get d square y by dx square is w into L minus x divided by yig. Now we integrate with respect to x, then it will be d square y by dx square become dy by dx, that is equal to w by yig, which is a constant, into these are length. So we need to integrate L into 1 dx, that is Lx minus x, integral of x is x square by 2 plus c1, some constant c1. Now we apply the boundary conditions, that is dy by dx is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0. So in this expression you can see that there is the slope is 0 at x is equal to 0, that is at point A this end is fixed, so there is no slope, so dy by dx will be 0. So on applying that conditions, this will be C1 should be equal to 0. We substitute x is equal to 0 here, then C1 should be equal to 0. Now this expression become dy by dx is w by yig into Lx minus x square by 2. Now we integrate again, we will get dy by dx, integral of dy by dx is y is equal to w by yig into integral of x is x square by 2, that is Lx square by 2 minus x square is x cube by 3, so this become x cube by 6 plus some another constant c2. Again we apply the boundary condition, that is as y is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0. So at x is equal to 0 mean at the point B y that there is no depression. So that means in this expression if you substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, you will get C2 is equal to 0. So that you will get a expression y is equal to w by yig into Lx square by 2 minus x cube by 6. So now at the free end of the cantilever, that is x is equal to L and y is equal to delta. So in this case at the free end of the cantilever mean at the point B where the depression y becomes delta. So this is the depression at the free end, this is the maximum depression, that is delta, and x becomes L. So at this point x value becomes the maximum length L. We substitute those two here, so that you will get the expression for delta, which is equal to w by yig into L cube by 2 minus L cube by 6, that is equal to w L cube by 3y into yig. So this is the general expression for the depression of a cantilever of length L at, which is loaded with a load W. Now for a beam of rectangular cross section, as we discussed earlier, of breadth B and thickness D, the Ig value, that is AK square, will be BDQ by 12. So the depression of the free end becomes delta is equal to 4W L cube divided by Y into BD cube. Now for a beam of circular cross sections of radius R, Ig value is pi r raised to 4 by 4. We discussed this value earlier, and the depression at the free end of a beam of circular cross section will be delta is equal to 4 w L cube divided by 3 pi y r raised to 4. So the small r is the radius of the beam and y is the Young's modulus. Using this expression, we can find out the Young's modulus of the material of the bar. So you have these experiments in your practical sections where you need to find out the Young's modulus of the material of the beam using these same expressions, and you can measure the depression at the free end using different methods. We will discuss about that in your lab sections. Thank you.